Nothing in this plan will require you or your employer to change the coverage of the doctor you have. We've been extraordinarily careful not to, in any way, undermine the employer-based system. And that's why my proposal builds on the current system, where most Americans get their health insurance from their employer. If you like your plan, you can keep your plan.
We heard it again and again in 2009, 2010. You get to keep your doctor, you get to keep your plan. But yesterday, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office released a new forecast saying that it expects that a whopping 7 million Americans will get kicked off their plan, their employer-provided health care, in the near future. That's more than double the number that they were predicting just months ago. Our own Ed Henry brought up the issue at today's White House briefing. Let's listen.
How can the president still claim that people are going to get to keep their coverage, keep their doctor, if 7 million people are going to be thrown off their insurance?
Well, I think that the report is oversimplified in a number of areas, and HHS can provide you more details, more information about that. The bottom line here is that no matter where you live, on January 1st, 2014, an insurance marketplace will be up and running, and consumers will have more access to quality, affordable health insurance coverage.
Julie Rodzinski is a Fox News contributor and former political advisor to New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg. Ben Ferguson is with the Icon Radio Network and host of the Ben Ferguson Show. Thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good to be here.
Hold on one second, Jay Carney. Julie, I want to start with you because that isn't what the president said. Jay Carney just said no matter where you live, an insurance marketplace will be up and running. Right. Okay, that's good. That's a great safety net. But that's different from what the president and the White House said for the past 4 years, which was if you like your plan, you keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you keep your doctor. This is different, Julie.
Well, you can keep your plan, and if you like your doctor, keep your doctor. If your employer chooses to keep his insurance, quite honestly, your employer could have dumped your insurance before Obamacare ever showed up, and it happened all the time. I mean, how many people have lost their insurance plan before they ever, before Obamacare ever showed up because their employer decided they're not going to provide insurance, employer-based insurance. So the bottom line is, I think what Jay Carney was trying to say, and I'm certainly not speaking for him, is if your employer does choose to go down this road, you can always go to an exchange and you'll be able to get health care, which is something that was really unavailable to the vast majority of people whose employers did dump their health care beforehand.
Okay, Ben, you're chuckling.
Julie, you're talking, yeah, because the key word here is 7 million more people are going to lose it because of Obamacare. And the president came out and told this wonderful fairy tale of nothing will change for you. Don't worry, you can keep your doctor. There's already been changes for a lot of Americans who are on private insurance as their employers have started to get ready for all of the qualifications and things of Obamacare. A lot of people have already gone to high deductible plans. I'm at $4 grand a year right now, where I used to be at $250. And why? Because of Obamacare. And so there's a lot of Americans now that are sitting there going, hold on a second. I was told that I would be left alone, that if I had a plan I liked, you weren't going to bother me. But when you write a law that purposely makes it easier for my employer to say, you know what, I'll pay the fine. You can go get government health care. It's cheaper for me, which is exactly how they wrote the law. 7 million people are going to get the, hey, go get the government policy because it's cheaper on us. And it's sad the president did this to people.
Well, that's yet another, there's so many things that you said there that aren't accurate. I don't even know where to begin, but this is exactly the same kind of fallacy.
Explain one. Just go with one of them then.
Let me start list by list if Ali will give us the time. I mean, first and foremost, again, your premiums kept going up, and they would go up even before Obamacare. Are you telling me your premiums never went up?
True. It's
your premiums were never. Your premiums were always stable before Obamacare, before Barack Obama ever darkened your doorstep. You're telling me that your premiums never went up?
I hear what you're saying, Julie, and basically you're saying that some of this was unpredictable. We didn't know what employers were going to do in the future, and in fact, that was part of the president's whole rationale was that costs were going up, so we need to do something. However, Julie, why did the administration say things in such an unequivocal way? I mean, Kathleen Sebelius, the president, over and over said nothing will change. Obamacare will change. If you like your plan and your doctor, this will change nothing.
Well, I think their point, again, is that the government was not going to go and take away your health care. If your employer wants to go and take away your health care, take that up with your employer. Look, Ben, I feel your pain. I know how much, I run a small business. I know, I run a small business. I know exactly how much it costs me to insure myself and my staff, and it's a tremendous amount. But I will also say that this will, in fact, create a tremendous break for people like me, because this will allow me to go on a market and be able to compete with other exchanges to make sure that we get
Julie,
better access to health care.
Okay,
You don't want competition, Ben?
Go ahead,
Keep
Ben.
going.
Ben, last point.
You don't employ 50 people. Most small business owners don't. This is to companies that employ more than 50 people who have looked at this, and they've realized that the bill was written to make it easier for them to dump Americans, and that's exactly what this government insurance was designed to do, and it's what the president said it wouldn't do. Well, 7 million people losing their coverage, you cannot always blame the private sector for this when the government wrote the law so that this would in fact happen, and they're doing what Barack Obama wanted to happen, which was control people's health care. And guess what? 7 million people are on my side on this one because they're losing what they were told they weren't going to lose.
Ben Ferguson, Julie Rajinski, great debate. Obviously, the devil is in the details. We'll see what happens in 2014. Thank you.
Thanks.